Hey guys, Tony here, and I guess I am just completely full of shit. I mean, I know I said I wasn't going to be back for a little while, at least with new finds, but it's amazing how the vinyl accumulates, especially when you're not even trying. I mean, I don't know. I have about 10 new records here. I don't know. Hey, what can I say? I'm like the rest of you. I just can't help myself. Um, yeah, I don't know. A few things came in the mail and made a couple trips to the store and suddenly had enough for a new finds video. So, what the hell? Um, Hope everybody's well. Lots of videos going down in the vinyl community and it's been awesome. So, yeah, I guess I'll just show what I have. Um, I kind of have like a backlog of things I've been listening to, and like a bunch of these I haven't gotten around to listening to yet. But I'll show them anyway, you know. Anyway, first up is one that I already have, and I guess this is really where the collector comes out in me, or the Neil Young fanatic comes out in me, because I already have this record, and for some reason, not long after I bought it, I wanted another copy, and I just wanted it for my collection as a backup copy, maybe like an investment kind of piece. And this record is getting mighty expensive. I was able to pick this up for $40, and it's funny because when I bought the original, my first one, they're both originals. When I bought the first one, I pre-ordered it on Amazon, and I actually ended up getting it for like $15, which is a really good price. Um, so I didn't really mind paying a lot for the second copy. So I bought another copy of Neil Young's Illinois. So it's a sealed copy, and I'm gonna keep it sealed. Um, Maybe an investment piece. I don't know, but I just wanted another copy of it. And $40, believe it or not, is not a bad price for this. Um, you might be able to find some for that price for maybe 30 if you're lucky. But even more, I mean, I've seen them posted for, $80 now. So glad I got it when I did. It's a funny thing though, and I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody else has an idea. They're on eBay, and the seller on eBay had like 6 copies of this. They were originally posted for 50, and then they went down to 40, and I bought one then. But they were selling them as promotional copies. Um, their selling point was that it was a promotional copy, and the indication, because they were still sealed, the indication that they're promotional copies is that they crossed out the barcode on the back with a marker. So they basically cut open the bag and drew a line through the barcode. Now, I don't know if they make vinyl promotional copies anymore. There's no stamp. I'm not going to open it. I highly doubt this is going to be a white label or anything. They didn't try to claim that it was. The only thing they said was that the barcode was crossed out. If you guys know, let me know if that definitely means it's a promotional copy. I didn't buy it for that. I just bought it because it was a good price, and I wanted another copy. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they're like, I don't know, deleted copies or something. I don't know. But maybe they did it themselves and they figured more people would buy them that way. Whatever, I don't really care. I'm just glad to have another copy of this sealed. I'm going to keep it sealed. Here's my original copy, so yeah, I got 2. Psyched. Yeah, awesome album. I mean, I still love this album. I still think it's probably the best thing Neil's put out for new music, at least in the past 10 years or so. Fantastic album. If you could find a copy, I highly recommend picking it up. Alright, so now for really new stuff. First record I've ever bought, I guess that you consider classical. But it's a little bit more than that, I guess. It's kind of related to krautrock. I think I've seen a couple people show this on the community. I'm not sure. But I basically bought it because one of the composers on here is Karlheinz Stockhausen. And this is the new music record. I'm not familiar at all with the other composers, um, but I basically bought it because of that. And I know I've seen this record online before. Um, Stockhausen, he was a composer, classical composer, but he had a lot of ideas concerning music and making different kinds of music. An innovator, I guess, in what you would consider space music, and actually was a professor and taught music at, I forget the actual university, but he ended up teaching a lot of people who in Germany who went on to become krautrockers, and it was kind of like a, kind of a I don't know. A lot of them like to say that they were trained under Stockhausen at university. People from Cannes, Faust, and other German krautrock groups. The first piece on here by Stockhausen, and maybe the only one, I think was used in the Twilight Zone. It's not the do. It's kind of the eerie parts that are like at really, screwed up parts, like real like twists in the plot, or when the scene ends, they play the little bit of music. I'm pretty sure this is it. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. But yeah, it's basically Rome Symphony Orchestra playing what's considered modern music. So yeah, there's notes on here about the composer. So I didn't read them yet. But yeah, there you go. Interesting thing too about this. Excuse me. Really nice copy. I think this was released in 1967. I've never seen a thinner, lighter record, like, ever. I think the little records that McDonald's used to give away are just slightly thinner than than this. If you remember, McDonald's had, and like other promotional little stores would give away these really paper thin records, and you'd play them. This thing is super, super thin. It's unbelievable. I don't know how many grams it is, but it's like, if you can see that, much, much thinner than other records from this period. It's on the RCA. Yeah, very, very thin. If any of you guys have this, let me know if your copy's like this. It's super thin, but it plays fine. Sounds great, actually. So yeah, very cool to see that. I saw it at the store. I didn't grab it right away. I actually went back and picked it up. Here's a record that a lot of people have been showing. Derek showed it, and a few people have bought it. I ordered a copy almost right away after Derek showed it, just because I really liked his description of it. And I gotta say, this record is probably the most far out piece of music I think in my entire collection. If not, it's pretty damn close. Methos, and this is their self-titled Methos, the one that everybody's been showing. A beautiful reissue, gatefold. Love that artwork. German krautrock, very, very, very out there. It's going to take a little while to really digest this, but I liked what I heard. I liked the second side especially, in the opening part with the flute. And it is a reissue, but they still kept it with the Or label, which I really like. There you go. Whoa, that could have been bad, right there. So, very cool. Thank you, Derek, for recommending this. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people pick it up. It's just really, really out there, and definitely got to give it a few more spins. But very, very cool. I guess you could say this is another Derek Vaughan inspired pickup. I've heard of this album, but I don't think I've ever really heard it, the whole thing. Genesis, Selling England by the Pound. And this, I have to say, is a beautiful, beautiful, like, mint copy, an original, on the famous Charisma label. I mean, beautiful, not a ding, anything. It's still glossy. It's like brand new. I couldn't believe it, for $10. And there's the famous Charisma label. This was released in 1973. And I gave it just a quick spin. Didn't really digest it all, I have to say, so I'm not really going to say much about it. but I'm glad to pick it up, and it's in beautiful shape. So there you go. Thanks a lot, Derek. Another really cool find. Yeah, I wanted this or another record by this group, and I came across this one today. I was really happy to find it. Tyrannosaurus Rex, Unicorn. This is I'm not sure which number album this is, like, in order, but this is from 1969, and this is Mark Bolan, obviously, before he went on to become more of a rock star, changed their name to TRex. This is very, like, psych folk, very out there, but I really like it too. Gatefold here. This is an original and is on Blue Thumb Records. And again, near mint condition except for the clip corner there, which I hate, but it could be worse. And there's the Blue Thumb label. Very happy to find this at the store today. And yeah, very cool. So I love the titles on this of the songs on this album. If I could get it back in here. Beautiful copy too. There we go. Chariots of Silk. Stones for Avalon. She was born to be my unicorn. Like a white star tangled and far. Tulips, that's what you are. Long titles. Warlord of Royal Crocodiles. So, there you go. An excellent album. This band's sophomore album. And very happy to get this. I really enjoyed this. The Feelies, The Good Earth. Reissue. And this is on Bar None Records. Very different from Crazy Rhythms, but excellent. I really like this. And they're actually playing around here sometime in July. I'm really thinking about going. But yeah, definitely enjoyed the hell out of this. Really nice reissue. A couple here that I have not gotten around to listen to yet. They're actually still sealed. Cool Ranch Dressing, they were talking about this group. They actually showed their debut, and they mentioned that this album was probably their best. And I've wanted to check them. I've heard of this band. I've wanted to check them out. And after them saying that, and I saw the record, I grabbed it. The National, Alligator. Can't say anything about it. It's still sealed, but looking forward to checking them out. I've heard a lot of good things about this group. So, yeah, very cool. And another one here, still sealed. The Black Lips. Their newest, Arabia Mountain. I know Dan in Canada showed this as well. And what he said was probably the best produced Black Lips record. I do have another Black Lips record, which I really like. So, looking forward to this. Their newest one, Arabia Mountain. A new record by, I guess, a new band. I heard a few good things about this group, and a bit different for my taste. It's still kind of growing on me, but I don't regret buying this. A few songs I think are really good, and I just think it's a matter of listening to it some more. Colts, and then this is their debut, called Colts, and it's very, I would call it indie pop, I guess. Very poppy. Love the female vocalist on here, and the opening songs on each side are like the best songs on here, I think, so far. On first listen, Abducted and Oh My God. So check those out on YouTube. Tell me what you think. This is on Columbia Records, and yeah, very cool. I've listened to this, and yeah, very poppy, and a lot of people really love this record, and glad to pick it up. And finally, one last thing, something that I almost never see, to be honest with you, and this guy's records are usually pretty common, but yeah, I almost never see this one. It's David Bowie, and this is Lodger. So this completes my Berlin trilogy. Bowie put out 3 albums, for the most part recorded in Berlin, although not all of them were. completely recorded in Berlin, and with a lot of help with Brian Eno. People think Brian Eno produced these records, but he didn't. He gave a lot of, I guess, input to, who's the producer? Tony Visconti, however you say his name. He gave a lot of input in the production, but mostly he played on this and co-wrote quite a number of songs through those 3 albums. So you have Low, this one, and Christ, I just showed the other one, Heroes. So yeah, I got all 3. What's cool about this too, it's in beautiful, beautiful shape, and it's a promotional copy, if you could see that. So yeah, very cool. Very, very happy to get this. Let's see. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I know Brian Eno co-wrote quite a few songs on here. That's still a black label, but on RCA. Yeah, produced by David Bowie and Tony Visconti. So, yeah, Brian Eno did not produce these records, but definitely gave a lot of input. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Those are my finds. You know, I wish I had more to say about each record, but I'm sure I'll revisit a lot of them eventually. So, there you go. Please leave me a comment, and as always, thanks for watching, and have a great weekend, guys.